Hello everybody, welcome back to some Skyrim Special Edition. So as I said last time, we'll be trying to clear out the rest of Windhelm Hold here. So based on, I looked up every location that we haven't been to. There's a few, not a huge amount. We may be able to get through them all in this part, except that out of them all, there's one that we will reveal, or will unlock the fast travel for, but we won't do because there's a quest in Riften that will require us to come back to it anyway. And then out of the rest, there's 3 that will actually have quests attached to them. Now one, there's no giant here. Oh, there he is. Now one of them won't really have much to, I don't think it'll be very long. It doesn't, I looked up the quest, it doesn't seem like it'd be a very long quest. I don't particularly remember doing it, but it's one of those quests where it's you get the quest when you're there. So, I mean, unless I specifically went there, it wouldn't be one that I would do the quest very often. So I don't know if it's this one or not. If you recall, we were at a Giants camp at some point, and I said that there was a Giants club that you can get your followers to pick up and use. No, it's not that one.
Anything else?
Oh, well, maybe it's that one. I just want to see if I can get the prompt for it. No. And I hope I explained this when I talked about it, where there's different locations where the club can spawn. So, it's not guaranteed to be at every location, but this is another location that one of those clubs can spawn, but I don't see it, so. There's a bear nearby. That's fine. There's also a mammoth nearby. Alright. So that's more or less the only that's actually the last thing that we had in the middle of the place here. So now we must head. Would fast traveling? I don't know exactly where it is, so I'm not actually sure fast traveling would be faster. But our next location is another standing stone. There it is. Oh, we were here once before, were we not? I don't remember why. But I do remember being here because I was collecting. I think that was this place anyway, where I was collecting oh, which ones? Oh, wait, these things, right? Jazzbay. I was gonna say Jazzbay grapes, but I couldn't remember if it was those ones that grew on the ground or if it was a different one. Were you fighting something, Bradlina? Okay, well, whatever. But anyway, yeah, there's, like I said, out of the locations we have left, there's one that we won't be doing because it's a quest in Riften, and then there's 3 more, 2 of which could be long, could be lengthy. One is a Dwarven Ruin, which it doesn't really have anything of interest in it, but it's still a Dwarven Ruin, so I don't know how long it is. So here's the Atronach Stone, which I do believe absorb a portion of incoming spell damage and have a larger pool of magicka, but recover it more slowly. It's actually inaccurate. You do not absorb a portion of incoming spell damage. They, speaking of Atronachs, look at that. They didn't implement the Atronach ability properly. And instead of when you're hit by let's say you have 30% spell absorption, which is what that Atronach perk is talking about. Instead of absorbing 30% of the spell that hits you, instead what it does is it gives you a 30% chance to just absorb the whole spell. So like the way that it's described in the game makes it seem like if a spell's going to do 100 damage to you and you have 30 spell absorption, that it would only do 70 damage and you would gain 30 magicka. But what really happens is there's a 30% chance of the spell to do no damage and you just regain all of it. So this is Mistwatch. This is our first quest location. And then as you can see there, it actually says Mistwatch Bandit. Oh yeah. So you can actually, so like right now, and it's one of the reasons why I don't do it actually, but like right now I have, I think 80% magic resist or something. So like spells don't do a huge amount of damage to me, but they still damage. Like, right? So like I can still take damage, mages can still kill me, just like I may take 80% less physical damage, but technically I can still get killed, right? It would be rare, and there are very few things that could seriously pose the threat of killing me, but it's still technically possible. But spell absorption, on the other hand, they didn't actually put a limit on it. So, like, for example, with magic resist, once you hit, I want to say it's 80 because I know that 80% is what your physical damage is. Same with like the armor, right? Like my armor rating. No, I need to get down here. My armor rating is 672, which is higher than it needs to be. So like, it doesn't matter that it's 672 for quite a while now. Basically, since I made my armor, I think when I first made this armor, my light armor skill in that wasn't high enough, so I wasn't absorbing, or so I wasn't at 80% damage reduction. But it didn't take long after I was at 80% physical damage reduction. Right? Does not matter how much higher my my armor rating goes. It doesn't matter if I use ebony flesh or anything. I'm still just going to have that 80%. Right? Same with magic resistance. I don't think it's 80% from. I don't think it's 80%, but
Stendar's mercy, you aren't one of them. Please, you've got to help me.
What's going on?
It's my wife, Viola. I think she's being held in this tower.
Calm down. Just tell me what happened.
I'm sorry. You're right. Let me explain. Viola, my wife, left the farm on errands and never came back. It's been months, and I've been searching for her since. I heard a rumor that these bandits were ransoming captives, so I thought she may be here. I managed to sneak past the guards and get this far, but I don't think I can go on. I'm no warrior. Please, can you look for her?
And you're sure she's being held here?
Honestly, I have no idea. But I've looked all over, and the kidnappings here started around when she disappeared. So I have to hope.
Very well, I'll look for her.
Thank you. I don't have much, but I can give you some coin for the trouble. One of the guards dropped this key while I hid. I wager it'll come in handy for you. Please hurry.
Alright. So as I was saying, it's the same with magic resist. I'm going to use 80%, but I'm pretty sure that your magic resistance can go up higher than 80%. But I'll stick with 80% just for simplicity's sake. So like my magic, I don't think mine's even quite at 80%, but either way. It's like my magic resistance is at 80%, and it doesn't matter how much higher I take it. It does not matter how much more enchanting I put into my gear. Any other skills, abilities that I get, does not matter. I will not be able to limit the damage that a spell does by more than 80%. But with the abilities in, and I think, actually, come to think of it, I think they might both be in the same skill tree. Because, like, if we go into Alteration, oh, there it is. See Mage Resistance, block 30% of a spell's effects. That's just your, it's just, and then they have Atronach, which gives you 30%. The Stone, I do believe, gives you even more. And then there's other things you can do. And you can actually get that to 100%. And it will actually act like 100%. So you will So you will then, whenever you get hit by a spell, it will never do anything. Like, you will be invincible to spells, and every time somebody hits you with a spell, they'll just be giving you more magicka. So, like, the fact that the Atronach Stone means that your magicka regens slower would end up meaning nothing, because as like most bandit holds, a lot of most locations will have at least one magic caster. So, like, you can go pure mage, get that, end up with 100% damage or 100% spell absorption, and then as long as you save whatever spellcasters they have for last, you're golden. Like, that's it. You're gonna have infinite mana until that guy dies, or infinite magicka until that guy dies. Which is why I don't use it. I mean, like, I can see why people would. I mean, it's not like I make myself vulnerable or anything. Like, I do make myself fairly overpowered, obviously, as early as possible. But I am supposed to be the motherfucking Dragonborn, you know, saving the world, killing the dragon. You know, eventually we'll get to that part where we kill the dragon that's supposed to, like, end the world. But yeah, but that's just, like, a little bit too much, because, like, I don't like, because I feel like if there's zero risk, like, yes, I don't have a whole lot of risk with the way I play the game, but there's still the risk that I could die, and there's still times where I do almost die. I mean, because, like, I'm not paying attention to something, I lose track of something, maybe I get up and walk away from my computer and forget to pause the game, and something shows up to attack me. Now, granted, if I have a companion with me, like Braylina there, that lessens that risk even more, because, son of a bitch. Because even if I do walk away, odds are she'll be able to kill anything that comes at me before they manage to finally work their way through my defenses. There it is. But having literally zero... yeah, that's some good experience there, since I reset that. I wonder if there's supposed to be people in here and it just spawned the clothes instead, because I don't know why you would have a master lock door locked when there's nobody to guard. But yeah, I don't really... I still prefer to have at least that risk, right? Like, even if they can't kill me, the fact they can hurt me still is something. Which actually reminds me, I've thinking of replaying some Sacred 2. I say replaying like I had ever actually finished the game. I mean, never came close to finishing it when I had it on the 360, but it was the free game, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna download it. Because why not? Like, it may not be the best game, and by that I mean it's not a good game. Apparently Sacred 3, even worse, which is impressive. That they managed to make it worse. But anyway, I don't remember why, but I had at some point downloaded Sacred, like the first Sacred. I don't know where I got it from. I don't know why I decided to download. Maybe it was because I had played. Maybe it's because I got Sacred 2 and I wanted to see what the first one was like. Well, I played the first Sacred for about 20 minutes. And I had it on my PC, so then I uninstalled it. And the reason for that is because the game started, I got attacked by a few little shitty bandits, whatever. There's an Imperial here with a lockpick, but her door wasn't even locked. And, well, hang on, let me read this first. Note here. The lady we grabbed down by the river turned out to be a feisty one. Burbag thought he could beat some respect into her, but it looks like he used too strong a hand. The boss is not going to be happy when she hears about this. But yeah, so, like, I got attacked by some whatever shitty bandits. You know, it's like literally you start the game and these guys show up. So, you know, killed them, whatever, right? Walked for about a minute, not even. Walked for like 30 seconds in one direction and came across an enemy that one-shotted me. I was like, okay, maybe I like did something wrong. No other real direction to go. So looked up, found some cheats for the game. and there's a cheat to make you invulnerable, and it didn't really make you invulnerable. What it did is when your health hit 0, it would refill it. So then I used it. I went back to the enemy, and I watched my health. Like, I watched my character get one-shotted with every single attack he did. And it was, like I said, like a few seconds away from where they started me.
I'm right behind you.
Also, fun fact about this place. If you, like, crawl along the mountains there and come down, as you notice, some of these doors we've been opening are master lock doors, not requires keys. So if you have that wax key perk, that's pretty much worthless in the lockpicking skill tree, and you, like, drop down the mountains and come over here, you can actually pick this lock, and it will give you the key that you can then use to open up this and get to the last area. Because as you saw, like, the first door, we needed the key from the guy to unlock the first door, and we needed it for this door. All the other ones that we came across, we could technically have lockpicked, if we had a way to choose. Ooh, what is this? Nightingales, fact or fiction? I feel like I definitely have that.
All right, Snowback. Who are you and what are you doing in my tower?
Stand aside, woman, I'm here for Fiola.
Fiola? How do you know that name?
Her husband sent me. Where is she?
Krister? He's here?
Wait, you know him?
The fool's my husband. I'm Fiola. Or I was, once. Don't you see?
How would I see? I didn't know
left
what you
the
looked like.
scab. Came home to Skyrim and found this rabble of bandits. Didn't take much to prove myself and knock them into shape. Now every free blade from here to Windhelm wants to sign on for a piece.
That's quite a story.
And it won't end here. I'd die before I went back.
What am I supposed to tell Krister?
I don't know. I never expected the old bag to follow me so far. Just get rid of him. But don't kill him. I don't hate the man. I just want him to go back to his farm and forget about me.
You know what? This is pointless. You're a bandit. You're kidnapping people. I mean, I saw the dead woman in the cage downstairs. I should just kill you and be done with it.
Better men have tried. Let's finish this.
I mean... Oh no, the bandits killed your wife, Krister. Hopefully, there's Fiola's wedding band. So yeah, just be like, here, Krister, it turns out that they killed your wife. I'm sorry about that. Here you go. I don't know whether he'll be... Because here's the thing, right? He finds out that his wife's a bandit leader. He might decide to try and convince her to come back with him, and obviously she'd just kill him. Or might just kill him. She did specifically tell us not to, but, Helgerd's... Oh, heavy armor. Did not have that one, as it turned out. 1,600 value for that axe, and yet she was using that orcish mace. But yeah, it's like, I mean, you're bandits, you're kidnapping people, you're like, I mean, nope. This looks like a good drop. I do like how, like the quest marker is still showing that we need to go through that tower there, even though we very clearly don't. What was that? Oh, right, Sacred, yeah. So yeah, that was my experience with the first Sacred game. Now the second one, I did play quite a bit. It was pissing me off because there's an escort quest like immediately, like in the second town you go to.
What news?
Hang on.
Why isn't Fiola with you?
Really, I don't have the option to lie. I had to kill her. She attacked me.
What? My Fiola would never. You monster! I'll kill you for this.
Well, sorry, Krister, but Oh, what? It's a quest item, but the quest is... Oh, man. That's when I first came out. This would have been when I first went in, right? Autosaves. I love that they have 3 of them. It's very nice. It was very nice of them to make 3 of them. Okay, and then they had the Nightingale's book, and then the one in her room.
All right, Snowback. Fiola.
Yeah, stand.
How do you know that name? All right, Snowback. Who are
Stand
you?
aside. I'm here for Fiola.
How do you know that?
Her husband sent
Krister?
me.
He's here?
You know him.
I left that up. Didn't take much to prove myself.
It's quite a story.
It won't end here. I'd die before I went back.
There's no way he'll come. What am I supposed to tell Kristen?
I don't know, but don't kill him. I don't hate
I'll
the
try
man.
getting him to leave.
Take my wedding band. Stoon only knows why I kept it this long. The ring itself is worth a few bits. All right, Snowback. Who are you and what are you doing in my tower?
I also like that because she's a bandit leader. It doesn't count as theft. Like that's very weird. Okay, and then the axe. All right. Excuse me, Berlina.
Until next time.
Uh-huh. I mean, I killed all your bandits. But apparently you have a good supply of ones that want to sign up with you, so, I mean... Did I get something that reduces my fall damage? I feel like I don't know why I feel like that, but I feel like at some point I did get something that reduced fall damage. And I don't know what it would be because I don't remember there being a thing like that in this game. Alright, Krister.
What news? Why isn't Fiola with you?
No sign of her. She's dead, but she's dead, but I found this.
That. I gave it to her on our wedding day. Help me, Divines. It's true, isn't it? I'm sorry. Keep the ring. I cannot bear the weight of them in my heart. And I must make the journey alone now. Thank you. I will find you, Fiola.
I'm going to find whoever did this.
Oh, why the hell are you down here?
Oh, it's you. I didn't think you could handle this on your own. Did you get rid of Krister?
He won't bother you again.
How did... No, forget it. I don't care to know. I'm free of the little man, and that's what matters. I owe you a debt, and I aim to repay it. We'll see each other again someday. For now, goodbye and thanks.
Alright. Now, it's weird that she said we'll see you again someday, so I'm actually going to just quickly look up this quest to see if there's anything about it, because by all means, there's realistically no reason for me not to kill her.
I'm going to find whoever did this.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah. West Tower, East Tower, yada, yada, yada. Give him the wedding band. Okay, so apparently if you tell him that there was no sign of her but you found the ring, he goes to find her. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any real... I don't care. I'll leave her alive. I don't give a fuck. I don't care enough to... Oh, she's a bandit leader. Did kill all the bandits, though. Whatever. I'll leave her.
I've got your back.
It's tempting to just kill her anyway, but whatever. Alright, so that is it for the middle. And we haven't even been going for a half hour. So, alright, let's see what we got. We got Mizulft. Okay, so if we actually head east, there is a cave, and that cave is the one that we will not be entering in this part. I think I can head east and a little north, but not like a very small amount north. Oh, we got a saber cat and a bear. Also, apparently you can get a, you actually can get a miscellaneous quest to find Mistwatch if you, from a random encounter. Which I guess, because I think in the last part I said that you don't get quests from random encounters, but I mean, I guess you do, but I meant more, not that I really said it in a way to make you think to make you think this, but like, I meant more you don't get any, like, as far as I remember, any, like, bigger quests. Like, finding Mistwatch isn't really a quest. The quest is once you get there, right? So, like, while finding Mistwatch may show up in your miscellaneous quest, it's realistically just there to get you to go to Mistwatch and do that quest, you know? Like, forgetting about Fuel or whatever the hell that was called. Oh, come on now. You can, there we go. Come on, little bit more, little bit more. There it is. Didn't make it up yet. I don't know exactly where this cave is, unfortunately. It's like, for all I know, it's like around and not, like, climbing may not have realistically helped me. Okay, it still has a little distance, so we'll, yeah, whatever, bear. Oh, the bear's fighting a troll. Interesting. Alright, well, I guess we are out in the wilds. The random encounters that we'll get will be more like that than anything else. Alright. Yeah, I definitely didn't need to try.
All right.
Oh.
Hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish.
Walk away right now.
Well, I can see you're not one to be trifled with. Let this be a warning to you.
I'm sorry, a warning? Oh, he has a torturer's hood. Interesting. I'll take that, because I don't think that's a very... Oh, look at that, the Khajiit caravan are here. I should probably help, since it's a troll, and, like,
Need something?
these dumbasses were all fucking attacking it. Alright, this fucking cave, I don't know. Is it up or is it down? I'll go up. That is interesting that we got the thief there, like, at the same time that the caravan was passing by. I also love how, like, when you intimidate them, they're like, I can see you're someone not to be trifled with. Then why'd you try it? If it's that obvious, why the fuck did you try it in the first place? I mean, to be fair, it's in the same universe where the guards can't find thieves when they literally wear stuff called thieves armor. Okay, so here we go. Craig's Lane Cavern. That's the one we're not doing. That's to the south. That's okay. So now then, like I said, we have 2 places left. Both are over here in the mountains. We have a tomb that we can do and has a quest attached to it. Oh, apparently there was another bear. But yeah, we have the tomb over here that you can see on my compass. That has a quest attached to it. Also, didn't I say we would be doing 3? No. I fucked that up. Yeah, there's not 3 quests. There's 2 quests, but 3, like, bigger locations, I guess. Would have been more accurate. Okay, that doesn't seem like it would be a good way to go up. I mean, there's got to be a path up to it somewhere. Oh my Lord. Alright. I'm at the cave. There's the dwarven ruin that I was talking about. You know what? Let's go here. Because the Imperials should have, like if there's a camp. Although I seem to. However, it's to the south, right? Yeah, I can see. I can see the tomb again. But I'm not really seeing a way up. But I did fast travel. Where's my horse? I saw that I could steal that horse, but steal horse.
Hate archers.
My horse did not come with me this time. I guess. Okay, well I'm not.
For Stormcloak spies.
Okay. Well, I was hoping to see like a path up, but I guess not, since my horse didn't fast travel with us for some reason this time. Oh. Come on, you can do it. I can get to the right location, because even if we get to the, like, I would honestly probably rather do the Dwarven Rune first, because I don't know how big that one is. Whereas Anselvund, I know, has multiple interior areas and a quest, which means it's probably going to be longer. Whereas while this is a Dwarven Ruin, which generally means longer, it also has like very little in it. Okay, here's the thing, right? There's no reason that I shouldn't be able to climb up this. I mean, this isn't like a steep fucking, like, this is a steep hill, but like what I was just doing over there, well, I guess it does actually look pretty steep now. Looking at it from below. I do wish I had the horse. Because while obviously this works, the horse does actually make it easier. Oh, there we go. Although these rocky bits also do make it a little bit easier, because they do apparently get you a little bit of traction. Come on. Come on. Oh, got a little jump there. Come on, you can do it. You're almost there. Man. What I wouldn't give just for it to pop up that the location has been discovered, and I can just... Probably the most annoying part about this is that there has to be like an actual pathway that you can walk up to it. Nope, did nothing. Alright. Come on. Yeah. Really? Knock me down, eh? I mean, I really wish that there was like a better map that showed like actual like roads and shit. Hey, every time like I bang against this rock on the left, it does seem to be giving me that little bit extra. Oh. Come on. Oh. Come on. So I had an interesting day today, because like it's Tuesday right now, which is, normally a day that I work. Didn't work today, because was going to, well, taking a 3-hour drive to see a doctor, not for me, but for someone else, or with someone else. Roads are too shitty. Traveled for like an hour, well, like a half hour, I guess, because we were going for about an hour total. Before having to turn around and come back. So basically just got a free day off work. And the only requirement basically was to sit in damn it. Was to sit in a car for like an hour. And then I got a free day. So yay. Alright. Fucking unlock this piece of shit. Cagrinzel. Now then, how the fuck are you supposed to... Alright. So first things first, now that we're here, I'm going to fast travel to it. Now you might think that's weird, but when you fast travel to a place, it generally puts you at the entrance. And the entrance is generally how you're supposed to get there. I do not see how. Maybe this way? Yeah, that looks like the path. And it actually looks like it might lead to Anselden. So we'll just go in here and... Oh, but you... well, that's fine. Because we can fast travel. Because it's either this place or Anselden. One of them lets out at that Stony Creek cave that we were at. And I don't remember which it is. But it's either this place or Anselden that does that. Now, to be fair, even if that thing...
I don't like where this is going.
like, even if that thing leads to... Like, that other path leads to Anselden, it doesn't matter. It's not like we saw a path to Anselden either. Bandit. Okay, we're gonna quick save here.
What do you need? Okay, got it.
Where are you going? No, like...
Anything else?
Nope. Now, there is a reason why I put her there. Because what's about to happen can get one or both of us killed, technically. I don't see the orb anymore. Oh, there it goes. Yes, yes. And... uh-huh. There it is. Whee! Now, it is insanely easy to die there. It is also insanely easy for Braylina to die there. Oof. That body just got nailed by rocks. Ow. Fuck. I just got hit by a rock as well. Because as you saw, not a straight drop. Not even a little bit close to a straight drop. Wow. Getting nowhere with this one. Also, don't know why I'm doing this without... You know what? Because, like, obviously Braylina dropped with me. Now, these two bodies are floating, but it's also entirely possible that she hit something on the way down. And her body is stuck there now. That's worrisome. But that's why I made the quick save. Okay, so we'll just play through it assuming she's alive. And if we make it to the end of the dungeon and find out that she isn't, then I'll just reload the save and cut out when we get through the dungeon again. Like I said, I don't think there's a whole lot to this. I don't think there's a whole lot to this one. That looked like it was exactly the same spot I put it last time, but whatever. Okay. Back up to the surface. Oh, you know what though? I can do this to find her. Well, not while I'm in the water. I also only hit one word, I think, out of the three. Because I came out of the water a little bit sooner than I thought. But yeah, it's a hell of a drop. Now, granted, there are things I could have done to help her survive that. Like, for example, that paralyzed spell that she's very fond of Could have used that on her. Because while you're paralyzed, you don't take damage. Or you don't take fall damage. Okay. So... there's somebody there. Odds are not her. The body's floated up to the surface, though, and I'm not seeing hers. I don't know. Like I said, I guess we'll just go off the assumption that she's alive, and if she isn't, I'll just have to reload my quick save there and run through the dungeon one more time. But yeah, there's not really anything of note in here. It's a cool little entrance thing, but it's kind of like a weird entrance thing in that it doesn't lead to anything. Like, it doesn't really lead to anything impressive, you know? Like, they had the whole, basically, alarm system going on there, the whole trap. And then, you know, it drops you down the big asshole. And then, yeah, there's no quest, there's just, oh. Oh. It's a cool place. A lot of glowy stuff. Now, up here is where we saw... there we go. Get rid of him. So far, not even really getting anything useful off of the Falmer guys either. I mean, you haven't even got a single ear off of them yet. Repel lesser undead. Oh, okay, did not have that one yet. Always good to find a new spell, I guess. Even one as worthless as that. Okay, so now let's see if Braylina's with us. Oof, that's not a good sign. Although, at the same time, it may not be a good sign she didn't show up there, but it is also entirely possible that she spawned at the entrance, at the other entrance. Okay, so we've already been through this cave, so I'm just gonna book it to the end and just take out the bandits that are... Oh, did not expect that one to live for 2 strikes. Alright. Alright. Okay, still don't see her, not a good sign. Still no dice. Fast travel there, and... nope. Oh, wait, there she is. Yay, Braylina, you lived. Alright. Good to know. But yeah, that was Cagrinzel. Like I said, you can get sent there for quests, but there's like no, like I said, for the entrance that you get into that place, there's no like big quest or anything. Now, I'm in a pickle because we're at 44 minutes. And I don't know how long this next dungeon is, but I think we'll go and do it anyway. Because this part may go over an hour, but then we'll be done Windhelm. And we can start on the Rift next time. Alright, so let's see. Okay, good. Still stairs. It's always a good sign. You probably were not the red dot that I saw. And lots of trolls again, so switch back to Incinerate. Go. I was about to say, you know, Incinerate to get rid of the regen. Really, it's not that it gets rid of their regeneration. I mean, yeah, I guess this would be the path that you would take to get up here. But really, it's just that the burning damage just, like, counters it. Like, it does about it. Like, I have a feeling that, like, any burning damage you do does as much damage as the trolls regenerate naturally, so. Okay. And then we're here, but that doesn't really. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it still doesn't seem like there's a very good way to get there, if I'm being honest with you. Like,
Look at that. A
I'm
cave.
warning you.
Who
Back
knows
off.
what could be down there?
yeah? Prick. Okay. Interesting. Now, like I said, there is a quest here. I don't remember if there's a person, though. It could be one of those quests where it's like you find, like, the book or something, and you have, like, when you first walk in, and then you get the quest. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't do that much research into any of them, but I know that there is, in fact, another Stone of Baron Zaya here. And considering that we're about to go to Riften, and therefore will be joining the Thieves Guild relatively soon, it may very well be the last thing we do in Riften. But thankfully, you know, the Thieves Guild, unlike the Dark Brotherhood, does not break anything by you joining it. Wait, that's a Warbler egg, is it not? It is. Yeah, so then there's a pathway down there. I see, so you have to approach it from the south. Okay. The Anselbund excavation.
Still here.
Alright. So hopefully we'll find some...
I don't like where this is going.
Brimlina, you fucking pushed me into picking up a lantern, which is a weird... Take that. Oh, well, I was gonna say I'll take that hit for Brimlina, but to be fair, I don't think that that actually stops it from going past me. Oh, also, how much are the ebony... Yeah, the ebony weapons are worth quite a bit, and I've just been leaving them on all these guys. I don't know why. If something's unenchanted, I'm just like, oh, that's not going to be worth very much, even though it's like one of the strongest, one of the strongest weapons in the game. And it's like, it can't be worth very much, right? It's just an unenchanted weapon. Okay, so that. Okay, so we can either go down that way. I know, Braylina, we're back in another excavation. Just like our first quest together, back in Sarthal. Oh, well, that Draugr got rid of the spiders for us. That's always nice of him. Found out something interesting the other day. Felt like... Why did I want to again? Oh, right. Felt like playing a racing game because I... sadly enough, just like most things, I got the urge to do it because of something I saw on TV. I've been watching Psych again. And we got to the episode where they were dealing with the street races. I'm like, you know what? I could go for a racing game. So I looked through. Only real racing game I have is The Crew, which is fine. It's like that, I played it. I think I got it for free at some point. But like, I played it a little bit when I first got it, and then I was like, because I didn't really feel like playing a racing game. So I was like, you know what? I'll play that again. I'll restart it. Why not? Turns out, can't restart that game. The explanation for why you can't restart it is because you can replay any of the story missions. But, not really the same, is it? Because, I mean, I can replay the story missions, but I'm still at however far I am. I still have all of the upgrades and everything, and everything that I've unlocked and explored still unlocked and explored. Oh, I think Braylina healed me. Oh! Actually, you know what? I think my restoration perk healed me. I think that I almost died there. Because if we go into restoration, one of the perks that I wanted to get heals 250 points automatically if you fall below 10% health. I think that these guys... See, now that's what I meant. That, I can die. They technically probably killed me there. If it wasn't for that specific perk, I probably would have been dead there. Now, granted, there's obviously ways I could have that. You know, I do have a healing spell of my own. There we go. And I do have many other ways that I could have avoided taking some of that damage, including just not charging them. But yeah, like you know, it's. I mean, we were just talking about that earlier in this part. How I do like having, you know, that little bit of a risk, because it's like, you know what, I'm supposed to be this giant badass, so it makes sense that, you know, not everything can kill me. But at the same time, you know, at the same time, there should be still that threat that that something could happen that causes me to die. Which is exactly what just happened there, you know? It wasn't like a huge threat. I mean, it was like arch necromancers or arch wizards or whatever, conjurers, whatever the fuck they are. Wow, she fucking annihilated that one. Storm mages, as it turns out. Nordic Barnacle. That's a worthless staff. How you doing health-wise? Well, your health bar isn't showing up, which is generally pretty good. Curious as to why all the novices are back here. Like those last ones, the ones that almost killed me, were all arch whatevers. Oh, what is this?
I am Lua Alskaven. Who are you to disrupt my work? Begone, or I will add you to my army of the dead.
Okay. I was just taking a look at where the actual items that I would want to take out of here are, but we have not, I think, progressed far enough to get them yet. Just making sure, because when you're fighting a bunch of mages, there tends to be like explosions and stuff that'll like knock items around, which can be a pretty big pain in the butt. Oh, got some taproot, Spriggan sap, which I thought was a ball when I first looked at it because of the way that it was like sitting up there.
Rise from your graves to defeat this worm.
White sea. Alright. I always feel like, because that is how you pronounce it, is a white. But I feel like it needs, like, I don't know. It's just a weird where it's like, oh, it's a white ghost. Or it's a ghost that's a white. It's like that, you know, like it's weird calling them a color. It's like, oh, it's a ghost that's a green. Or undead, I guess. Depends. Whites, no, I guess whites are physical. I was gonna say whites, you know, they switch between being like, in some versions they're just a ghost. They're just like a more powerful ghost. In other versions they're like a more powerful undead or zombie or something. But no, I guess for the most part, whites generally have a physical form. It's Revenant that switches between the two. Revenant tends to switch and just means like powerful undead, but not necessarily ghost or... Okay, that's where we were. I can tell from all the battle damage, which means this is where we're going. Oh. Got a chest here. Oh, come on. Okay. Ooh, you got a battle axe. And if I start taking all these ebony weapons, it's going to take me so much longer to sell everything. To be fair, I could just sell it at a loss. Once again, I don't really need the gold, but it just, it always makes me feel weird to sell something worth 1,300 for like 1,000 gold. And I don't know how high is our speech. Our speech is at 94. And in all fairness, once that's maxed out and we get this, that's every merchant, which isn't quite true, but every merchant in the world gets 1,000 gold for bartering. So that'll put, because like most of them are at 1,000 now because I gave them the 500. Except for that blacksmith in Windhelm, who is fucking loaded, because he has like over 2 grand that he the ebony sword and shield are not worth it. Interesting. But yeah, he has like, this was not a summon. Well, I mean, obviously it was a summoned astronaut, but you know what I mean. But yeah, he has like 2,300 or something ridiculous. I mean, like he has a lot of fucking money. Okay, so here's our puzzle to get past. Odds are if I step on that, I'm gonna get shot. If I don't, and the lever. All right. Motion of minor healing. What is this? Lua's journal. 25 years I have grieved for my husband and sought revenge against the Empire for his death. I have researched the magics to return his spirit to a body, and something about the story of Fiori and Holgir has drawn me here. Holgir would make the perfect vessel to bring my sail back to life. I have managed to raise the dead here and use them as laborers to clear the way to the main burial hall. Something about the methods used by the ancient Nords has kept them incredibly well preserved. Would that these stormcloaks had half their sense. We could have used them to push the elves right off the continent and formed a new state to combat the Empire. And now, when I am so close, a war breaks out. The sleeping bear of Skyrim, who would not come to aid us in Hammerfell, awakens now that the Empire has abandoned them as well. They think they know suffering at the hands of the Empire. They know nothing. I would seek both the Empire and these sons of Skyrim into oblivion myself. Seek, not seek. Okay, so Redguard then, if they're talking about Hammerfell, so this person must be a Redguard, I guess. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any other books. Unfortunately, that fucking Atronach did explode, which may have knocked something around, but it should still be glowing because of my other thing, and obviously I wouldn't have read it. Okay. Do I see anything else that would indicate how to turn these things? Well, there's these must be the things that shoot if you pull the lever and it's not correct. Interesting. It is not like them. This is probably the most I've ever had to look for a clue. Yeah. Any chance that it's just correct? Well, these are the people that she was talking about in the other thing, right? It's a book I already have, but it's not like I paid attention. None remember how long is this? Oh, it's not that long. In her 29th summer of life, Fiori the Huntress met the warlord Holgir on the field of battle. None remember what they fought over, so their love to come was so great it overshadowed all rivalries or disputes. They fought to a standstill as their followers looked on, till her sword broke his axe and his shield dulled her blade, and all could see that they were equals. As the eagle, finds its mate, so too did Fiori find hers in Holgir, and a time of peace came. But the clans of the forest, or to the clans of the forest. But as the summer's warmth gives way to winter's chill, so too would this peace pass. But the snake came and bit Holgir, its venom seeping deep into the wound. A whale greeted Fiore's view as she came over the snow-covered mountains to the coast. She obtained an elixir from the Akavir and returned to the forest with haste. Though Holgir could smell the winds of Sovngarde, she gave him the elixir, and he was cured in an instant. But the snake bit Fiore as she poured the last drop into Holgir's mouth, and fatigued from her journey, she joined her ancestors immediately. Holgir's grief was such that he built a tomb, and upon completion took his own life that he might rejoin her. You didn't get rid of the snake? Oh, I don't know why I picked that up. Alright, so really though, you didn't get rid of the snake? That seems weird. But anyway, so we have Eagle, and then the snake bit him, and then she talked to a whale, apparently. I'm assuming she got on a boat, and then because she didn't kill the snake after it bit her husband, it then bit her, but it's still, that doesn't make sense. Also, who only brings one antidote? I mean, like, especially if you haven't dealt with the snake yet. Now, I mean, it did say that, you know, she died immediately from the snake bite, but that's not how snake bites work. So, I mean, quickly, sure, but like, yeah, obviously, if you're already like worn out, tired, fatigued from a long trip, all the while probably stressed out that, you know, whether or not you'll make it back with the antidote before your husband dies, like, yeah, it's not going to be, odds are you weren't resting very much, if at all, during that trip. Man, a lot of fucking pressure plates here to activate all these things. Man, could you imagine if I didn't have my companions? Activating those things turned off, like, good God. Would have hit, like, all of them. But yeah, never, well, I don't know. I feel like I've definitely done this place before. Just based on, I remember getting the weapon that we'll get at the end of it. Oh, man. But I don't particularly remember that story. I mean, I was about to say it's a nice story, but I mean, that wouldn't really be accurate. It's a nice story that, you know, 2 people died. But, like, it's just, it's like, I get it, but at the same time, once again, how do you not kill Snake? Also, what's with the chain back there? What could that do besides close the door behind me? You're wondering why I backed up, is because I really... Okay, I still don't know what it did. I mean, unless there's a way to get in here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it does unlock that door? Oh man, I stepped on the thing. Let's see, can I disable... Oh, you know what? That could be what it does.
Huh?
Yeah. It's because, like, any of these pressure plates would activate all of these traps, right? So, like, that probably, combined with one at the other end here, probably disables all of them. Ooh. Right onto the pressure plate full of fire. That was an amazing paralyze right there. It was definitely an amazing paralyze by her, by Braylina, right? Yeah. I don't know why every time I go to say it, I'm like, that's not her name. But then, you know, I look at her and it's like, yeah, it is. Sun's Dawn V2. I do believe this is a skill book, but at the same time, I do believe it's a magical skill book, because I think that's what all the Sun's Dawn one are. So I'll take it. Odds are that'll, yeah. But that's fine. Kind of wish that, like, instead of maxing out, well, no, I was gonna say if I hadn't maxed out everything and left it all at like 99. Well, I haven't maxed out everything yet, but like, what is this? The Anselbund key. Well, I'll take that, and that'll obviously trigger other things. For him.
I shall have
Fucking
vengeance for the
paralyzed
death
them.
of my husband. Rise!
Well, to be fair, I don't know that she's standing in the fire. Okay, well, get out the fucking fire.
What do you need? Anything else?
Yeah, I just need you to stop burning to death. Thanks. I didn't think that that was something that I had to that I had to specifically tell you to do. Oh, Neil. I was thinking of not taking the key, but I have a feeling I probably had to. Since now I have that feeling anyway. Since she did speak when I took it. Alright, well, whatever. I was going to try and get that pressure plate shut off. But whatever. So, is this chick that we're going after still alive? I mean, there were still living mages earlier, so I mean, I guess. But she didn't really mention having anybody else with her, right? Like, the way she talked, it kind of made it sound like she was in here by herself, which is clearly not the case, but I guess she didn't specifically state that she was by herself, so. Okay, now let me guess. Oh, well, no. I was going to say that this is probably the way. An Atronach Forge recipe. What's this one for? Frost Salt, Greater Soul Gem, a Broom, and a Moonstone. Okay, I don't know what that'll get you. That's an interesting recipe, though. That involves a broom. Like the fuck? Yeah, I don't remember. I know that they pretty much all had to do with like soul gems and Atronachs, and then you could get Daedric armor through it, but I highly doubt that one's a Daedric armor one. Do we progress this way? Yeah, looks like it. And that's a closet. Alright. Well, good to know. I love those things. I never use them against like actual enemies because I never think to look up and see them, but well, I guess when I play as like a stealthy character instead of just running through like this, I guess I do occasionally use them because obviously I'm not detected right away, and they do. Yeah, these guys must be with her, so I'm going to assume that she's still alive. But yeah, I'm going to assume that she is still alive at the end of this place. Oh, that's interesting. Oh my. Nope. What did that do? Ow. Oh, that's what it would have done. Ooh, that would have knocked you right off. Just gonna. You got pushed off. That's funny. Alright, alright. Calm yourself. Good God, that was... I mean, she was doing, like, almost no damage, but, like, still. Just fucking firing those things off. Oh, man, where'd Braylina go? Did she trigger... Well, no, because she can't trigger them. There she is. I have a feeling that... Well... I don't know what would have triggered it, though. Because the only thing I could think of is that she triggered something that knocked her off. Maybe when the guy Fusor died, it did knock her off. I mean, I didn't look behind me to see if she was still with me after he did it, so it's possible. It is very possible that that's what happened. And if we're going to be in Riften, we're going to be doing the Thieves Guild.
I could not raise him, but I will raise an army to avenge his defilement.
Oh, she didn't manage to get him up, eh? Well, I mean, to be fair, do we know anybody who's actually managed to, like... Because, I mean, there's obviously ghosts that we've met that are still the that are still the person, right? That they were when they died. But, oh, fucking Christ, those traps. But, like, I don't think any of them... Banded iron armor, yeah, I'm gonna do that. But, like, I don't think that we've seen anybody, like, actually bring back a specific person. I mean, like, Ray's dead and that, and, like, even the people controlling spirits, like, the one guy there had, like, the ghost tied to him, but that was, like, ghosts of people he himself was killing at the time and binding their spirits as he killed them. But, I mean, the thing is, though, right, like, if you're going to bring somebody back, right, like, if you go by ghost rules, right, generally they get bound to the place they died or to an object that was important to them, right?
Body before I could raise him. It
I
should
see.
have been returned. You will not stop me from killing those who wage this pointless war. Never should have.
Oh wow, she had a fucking Death Lord and a dragon. Oh, she had like an actual named fuck. Oh, Holgear. Oh, it's Fiorian Hill.
Now we can rest in peace once again. Come, Fury, my love.
Take this with our gratitude.
Cool, we saved fuck. Fyogi and Hiori. No, that's alright. But there's the Ghost Blade. I don't remember what it does, but deals 3 points of extra damage ignoring armor, so yeah. Basically you're guaranteed to do 3 damage to anything you hit. Ooh. It's a shitty fucking weapon. Well, that one clearly doesn't level with you, because, I mean, I feel like if it did, because, I mean, I don't, well, to be fair, I think there's only, like, a handful of items, or a handful of quest rewards that actually levels up the enchantments based on you. In fact, there's a couple that we got. The Shield of Solitude, I know, does. It comes with a magic resistance enchant. The Nightingale set, I do believe, for finishing the Thieves Guild. Well, I guess technically you get it before you finish the Thieves Guild, but basically for finishing the Thieves Guild. That one will level up with you. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, apparently they burned her husband's body before she could resurrect him, but I mean, that's fair. I mean, I guess if you have the body, I mean, there's not going to be anything that a person is more attached to than their body. Oh, Transmute Mineral Ore. Cool. I know I don't have this one because I picked that book up at another point and specifically didn't use it because it's very, very few of those in the game. Imperial Sin Lua Al Skaven. It is with the deepest regret that I must inform you of the death of your husband Sael. He laid down his life in battle, helping retake the Imperial city from the Aldmeri. He showed great courage in his final hour, and his sacrifice will not be in vain. All considered him a man of high moral standing, and a shining example of the best the Empire has to offer. In this hour of your grief, please take solace in the fact that he gave up his life protecting the Empire, which he held so dear. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's probably more or less the same as, like, every other condolence that gets sent out. I mean, I'm not saying that, like, it couldn't be true for her husband, but I mean, in a battle like that, like, helping retake the capital from the Aldmeri, I mean, odds are a lot of people died during that. And I mean, to write a unique one for each one, I mean, it may sound a little crass, but there's more important things that, like, the generals in that could be doing after a battle of that size. Oh, that one required the key, which does make sense, because then you can, like, sneak up the back way and kill her. Oh, this drops off here. Okay. I guess I didn't really look up to see that there was a ledge there. But yeah, that was Anselvund, and that's also the final location in Windhelm Hold. Let's see, how far past an hour? 15
I've
minutes.
got your
That's
back.
not horrible. Let's see, would it be worth it for me to cut these into 2 then? Because like 2 40-minute parts also wouldn't be bad. But I guess it would be like 2 40 minutes plus some. But anyway, yeah, so that's Windhelm Hold done. Can we zoom out? Well, we can. But as you can see, our map is filled up a lot. Like, this is a huge amount on here. And, like, the only places we have left are Falkreath Hold, which we actually have quite a few of the locations in there done already. In fact, it's tempting to go and do Falkreath first. And just... Because, once again, the Dark Brotherhood doesn't start in Falkreath. It starts in Windhelm. So, I mean, there's realistically no reason we couldn't come here and do Falkreath Hold. So we might actually do Falkreath before Riften, because as you can see, Riften is a bigger region. The Reach or the Pale? I don't remember. No, the Pale is up north. The Reach... Is it the Reach that Rift? Whatever. Bigger area, and as you can see, we have a lot less stuff revealed in it, so it might actually be better. Maybe we will. You know what? We will. We'll go and do Fall. We'll start next video. We'll go and we'll do Fall, and we'll start in Falkreath. We'll do some quests. There's 2 Daedric quests, I do believe, in Falkreath. One will get us... Well, one will actually get us 2 items, because I know how to do it. The other one may get us 2 items, but I'll have to look up how to do it. I also only remember how to start the one. But, yeah. So, next time we'll go to Falkreath. And even if, you know, we did have the Dark Brotherhood, I mean, it's not like the Dark Brotherhood really has a whole lot of quests that take place in Falkreath. I mean, realistically, going to the Dark Brotherhood or finding the Dark Brotherhood after the initial quest is realistically the only, I think, quest that takes place in... Oh, no, that's not true. But anyway, we'll do Falkreath, because then we can also get our last Hearthfire house. And that, so thanks everybody for watching. And, you know what? This will just be one video. It's a long one, but it finishes off Windhelm. So, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Thursday for more.